White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, y'all boy, y'all mans. You know, it's Money Mayweather all day. You know, I'm tired of all these sanctioned belt bodies, Leonard. You know, even though my fighters got 1,000 secondary and thirdary, you know, if I don't even know that's a word, Leonard, all these belts, you know, but you know, CJ gonna talk shit about me. It's okay. He's the realest in the boxing game. Okay, nobody else in boxing, you know, can compete with him on YouTube. Not dumb ego, not dumb Negro, not 7'8". You know, who shot somebody because they about to beat his up. Okay, who ain't never had a rap. But we back, Money May all day, TMT Money Team. Go listen to my boy Goodfella, because he know everything about boxing, and y'all know nothing. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, the like, comment button, share the video. Floyd had a rant yesterday at Gervonta Tank Davis workout saying that there's too many secondary belts in boxing, and boxing got too many belts and it's hurting the game. And every time he look up, guys, some other guys who ain't champion got a belt around their way. So let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And all I gotta say is shut up, Floyd. Floyd could be a legend. Floyd could start his own belt. You know, his fighters got a ton of secondary belts. Let's just name them all. Badu Jack fought for a regular WBA belt at one point. Dropped it. Beaver became the super. He fought again for the regular WBA belt versus John Pascal. Gervonta Tank Davis, he fought for the regular WBA belt versus Gamboa. He talking about sanctioned belt body reform pretty much. What about him when, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis was fighting for the regular belt versus Jesus Clay? I was at that fight at the Barclays Center, right? But they downgraded Machado. Machado beat Jerzel Corrales. He was the real Super WBA title, and they upgraded Tank. So I ain't trying to hear Mayweather talk about that. Mayweather Company is instrumental. Even TMT, Mayweather, Promotions, PBC, they are instrumental and you know, in the problem being in boxing. Jackson Marinas, you know what I'm saying, who fought Rolly for like the gold WBA belt. They won't even give him a rematch. Rolly they got a fake title holder. If you're talking about all these title holders, Rolly is the absolute worst title holder I have ever seen in my life. There is not a worse boxing title holder than I've seen in Rolly. He can't even box. I'm not saying that he don't have the potential to be a better boxer. He just got to learn to be a boxer. You know, but come on, all the secondary belts that Floyd Mayweather hold, but he got a point talking about it's just to get more money. And it's not just to get more money, it's to keep it's to keep those promotional companies and management companies happy. And tell me I'm lying. He can say it's all about the money, but it's not all about the money. Instead of ordering Jamal to fight Canelo Alvarez, they created another belt. So it's not just about the money. It's also about keeping those promotionals and management companies happy. If you order Jamal and Canelo, you make Canelo drop the belt, then you can't get the biggest chunk in boxing. The biggest chunk in boxing is Canelo Alvarez. When you talk about taking that or usually it's like 3%, 2%. But when you make a lot of money, then they prorate it. So then they take 1%, 1.5%. With Mayweather, they take like 0.5, 1.5%, 1%, because that's a lot of money out of $100 million. They're not taking 1% out of $100 million. They probably taking a 0.5% or whatever like that. Whatever he want to get them, a quarter. 0.25%, not 50, but you know, a quarter of what he getting. So that's what you got to understand. It's just not about the money. It's about not forcing the fights and not making promotional companies work together. They just as segregated as the promotional companies. And that's a fact. They just as segregated as the promotional companies. You know, they want to keep everybody happy. They want to keep getting money from PBC. They want to keep getting money from Top Rank, The Zone, Mayweather Promotions, TGB Promotions, Ringstar Promotions. You just keep going on and on. They want to keep getting money from everybody. Everybody want to focus on, oh, it's all about the percent. No, think about it. If I create this belt and give it to Tank and keep him happy, but I got T.O. and Lomachenko, the real WBA title holder at one point. Come on, I get money from PBC. I get money from Top Rank, two of the biggest promotional entities in boxing, or management. If you're talking about PBC, management companies in boxing, what two of the biggest entities in boxing? That's why they got so many belts. It's the promoters' fault. If the promoters work together, you know, the WBA and WBC, and you can't even say the WBO or IBF, I'll get to them in a minute, but the WBA and WBC create so many belts because y'all idiots won't work together. Guys like Mayweather Promotions, they won't make the fights the fans want to see. Tank and Lomachenko. You know, if y'all work together, they wouldn't need so many belts. Everybody would be happy. Don't nobody want to work together. They order all these title eliminators, and y'all promotional companies don't even entertain these title eliminators. You know, so why waste my time and order Jamal and Canelo when I know the fight not gonna happen because y'all don't want to work together? That's what it's really about. If everybody worked together in boxing, WBC and WBA wouldn't have no more than 2 belts. Just like the IBF and the WBO. They got the championship, the title, and then they got the interim just in case an injury or something else happen, a medical issue or something come up. That's what they got those belts for. It should really only be 2 titles in a division. It should be one major title and then an alternative major title. In actuality, it should be the ring belt, I think used to be the original WBA belt, and then it should be another major belt. But they create all these belts because the promotional companies don't want to work together and make the fights. That's why the top 15 in each sanctioning belt body in most divisions is trash. Why am I ranking Danny Garcia in the WBO or Sean Porter #1 in the WBO if they don't want to fight for the title? You got guys that's with Al Heyman, that's with Top Rank, that's with Eddie Hearn and with the Zone and Golden Boy that don't want title fights. Who don't want title fights. Think about that for a minute. You got guys who turn down title fights to fight Sebastian Baby Formula, Keith Thurman to fight Ugas for a secondary title or fight some bum. You got guys turning down actual real titles. So if you got guys turning down title eliminators, that's one thing. You got guys turning down titles, then of course I'm gonna go get some dude from Japan, which his promoter gonna pay me $100,000, I'm just saying per se, to get on rank, and I'm gonna give him an easy title shot. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm putting Sean Porter and Danny Garcia in positions to fight for titles for free. I'm putting them in position to fight for titles, and they don't want to fight for titles. So before you talk about the sanctioning belt bodies, you gotta look at the promotional companies. You gotta look at will Al Heyman let dudes fight certain dudes? No. If Al Heyman don't want to play along, take all of his fighters that's under his management company and take them out to the sanctioning belt body. Take them out. If I order Danny Garcia to fight Terrence Crawford, I'm just saying it per se, I know he got a fight coming up. If I order him to fight him and he say no, and I order so many percentages of PBC fighters to fight guys and they don't want to fight them, just take PBC out. Same thing with Top Rank, same thing with the Zone, Matchroom, Golden Boy. If I'm asking, like, okay, I put you in position to take a title, you don't want it, take them out. The WBO, the IBF, WBC, see that? Take them out. Take them out. It's as simple as that. Take them out. If you don't want to fight for the title or title eliminators, take them out the sanctioning. But all the sanctioning bodies should have the same 15 fighters. For the most part. 95% or 90% should have the same 15 fighters in their sanctioning belt body. The problem is these promotional companies don't want to work together. That's the issue. People want to complain and cry about this, that, and the third. These promotional companies, if they work together, the WBA, the WBC, they wouldn't need 7 to 8 belts. They wouldn't need those. That's the issue. It ain't just about the money. They want to get money from everybody. That's right. So if they order Jamal and Canelo and Jamal on the block, I'm just using that as an example, and he ducked the fight. And he ducked that fight. Don't that make him look bad? WBC with Jamal. Then WBC, then the PBC, we don't want to mess with the WBC no more. We gonna go to WBO, the IBF, the WBA route. We gonna go those routes. You know? So they want to keep everybody happy. That's all it boils down to. They want to keep everybody happy. just not about the money. The money is the foundation of the issue. The major issue is these promotional companies refuse to work with each other. So I'm not trying to hear Mayweather cry about this and about that, and oh, these guys won't work together, and we got too many belts. Nigga, it started with you. You got so many fake belts on your promotional company. Tell Tank to drop that fake belt on Halloween. Tell Rolly drop that fake belt then. Then he want to get at Ryan Garcia. Oh, see, Ryan got these belts and he could be world, but he ain't. Leave Ryan Garcia out of it. Look at Tank. He got a fake belt. Tank is only a real one-time world title holder. When he fought Clayar, Alberto Machado was the real champion, Super WBA champion. That is a fact. When he fought Clayar, that wasn't a real championship fight. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. And with Mayweather, he preaching to the choir. Preach to your own people is what I'm trying to say. Don't talk to us. You got so many fake belts on your promotional company. I'll come at Ryan Garcia. Talk about Tank. Talk about Rolly. Talk about Badu Jack when he kept fighting for the regular belt. When y'all didn't want to put him in there with Dimitri Bivol for the super belt because y'all didn't think he was going to win. But let him go in there and lose to Adonis Stevenson and lose to John Pascal and guys of that nature, man. And the IBF and the WBO shouldn't even be included in this. They got one belt. Only two you see. You really don't see a lot of interim WBO belts going around. Interim IBF belts. You don't see a lot of those going around. You don't. The IBF and WBO ain't what's wrong with boxing as far as number of belts. They not what's wrong with boxing. What's wrong with boxing? The first thing what's wrong with boxing is promotional companies. That's the first thing that's wrong with boxing. It's promotional companies. Work together, and then we wouldn't need 10,000 belts. Work together, and then we can have one belt per, one belt per sanctioning belt body. That's it. That's it. So ain't nobody really trying to hear Mayweather cry. Your fighters are directly impacted by the number of belts. Rolly going around calling himself a world champion. He's a chump. He's a chump. Let's keep him 100, bro. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. All my social media links in the description. If you ever got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, them links there. Want to make a donation to the channel? Best way to donate is share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. If you want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy, CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV. We go.